Yes, it is raining outside while I'm here, and this is What If Naruto Was in an Arranged Marriage Part 26. I may or may not have started recording this as soon as I started uploading Part 25. I may or may not have. But just for the recap, it was the preliminary stage of the fights. So, now, here's the who's fighting this one to refresh your memory. It's Naruto and Shikamaru versus Gaara and Ino, Lee and Tenten versus Lee and Miko, Sasuke and Hinata versus Neji and Kurotuchi, Tamari and Yugito versus Filler Ninja. So here's the intro, then the what if. So yeah, let's get into it.
When do we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you.
Hiruzen Sarutobi stood waiting for the people to contest and fight. Who's up? Who's fighting? Asked a bunch of people in the stadiums. The tuning exams was about to start. Hiruzen stood over the stadium in his Hokage position while Hayate was standing there waiting. So what next? Asked Hayate. Hayate looked at the roster. First up is Naruto and Shikamaru versus Gaara and Ino. Gaara and Ino stood down while Shikamaru woke up from a tree he was sitting on, waiting. Naruto Uzumaki, said Hayate. 5 minutes later, Naruto was still not there. He's training with Kakashi, thought Hayate. He's gonna be late. Hayate looked up to Hiruzen and asked, with a look, what to do. Hiruzen sent a letter down to Hayate telling him what to do. Hayate read the letter. Since one of the contestants is busy right now training with Kakashi Hatake of the Hidden Leaf, Kakashi the Carpy Ninja, he was always late. We are postponing this to the last fight. And by the looks of it, Mike Guy and Rock Lee, the contestant for the next fight, is with Kakashi Hatake and Naruto Uzumaki. So we will have to wait for them to arrive, said Hayate. So please return back to the stadiums. Sorry for the misconsumption and the misleading of who was fighting who, said Hayate. He is such a drag sometimes, said Shikamaru. So now Hayate stood in the crowd. Hayate stood. Tenten and Rock Lee, please come down to the stadium along with Z and Miko. Z and Miko just looked up, but Z and Miko arrived down in the stands next to Tenten, who was sitting there. He's not here, is he yet? Asked Hayate. No, said Tenten. We waited another 5 minutes like we did for Naruto versus Naruto and Shikamaru versus Gaara and Ino, but Rock Lee wasn't here. So he looked up to Hiruzen with the same approving nod. Another letter was sent down. Yes, Hayate read it out. Just because he is also with Kakashi Hatake, we will be having another. This one will be the second last fight or the last fight. Depends on who gets here first, said Hayate. So we go on to the next fight. Sasuke and Hinata versus Neji and Kurotuchi. So, Sasuke Uchiha, can you please come down to the stand with Hinata Hyuga, Neji Hyuga, and Kurotuchi of the Hidden Sand. So they all arrived in the stadium. Kakashi. Sasuke was looking ready to fight Neji. Hinata, you take Neji and I'll take this other one. said Sasuke. But for this, you also have to both be down. You not just one, both, because to show their strength, one person could take on two, but that was only for the preliminaries to get rid of people. Thought Sasuke. Hinata was doing the best she could. She was standing on guard. Well, fighting hit and hit for Neji. She and Neji are on the same parish. Well, she and Neji are actually on the same strength because, remember, Hinata's stronger and she also trained with Neji for that past while during the 1 month. So, her and Neji are basically on par. They both use the 360 rotation palm jutsu. But, Hinata had left just before Neji did that. You really think I'd let you win? Said Hinata, who was getting cocky. Over with Sasuke, he was just handing out fire jutsus at Kurituchi, who just kept using mud walls and earth walls and anything to get away from him. I'm not losing here. I can't lose for Neji's sake. Hinata just chuckled. Sasuke did. Sasuke used the Chidori, which he had been taught while he was training. Miko, it's like the Chidori, but it's something else. It's like a red Chidori. It's a fire ninjutsu. Miko taught Sasuke elemental ninjutsu. I'm making up a reddish type Chidori, which is overpowered, really, against Kurituchi. Sasuke appeared behind Kurituchi and hit her right in the middle of her chest. She went to go through, but Neji appeared in front of her and used 360 palm rotation, spinning Sasuke off of Kurituchi. Thank you, Neji, said Kurituchi. Neji and Kurituchi were attacking Sasuke. Sasuke had saw that Hinata was on the floor. She was down. She had lost. Neji had hit her in the back of the neck, knocking her unconscious. Sasuke was alone now. This is not good for him. He doesn't know if he can win now. Because, look, he has to fight Kurituchi and Neji, someone who took out Hinata in the middle of minutes, really. Sasuke channeled chakra to his eyes for the Sharingan, the 3 Tomoe Sharingan. He remembered what he was told by Miko. This is all we possibly could do. We can't lose now. Sasuke, being a Uchiha and one of the last at that, was actually training. He wasn't cocky. He now used the jutsu with a shadow clone as well. They can channeled a line of electricity running through the stadium. There was more than one clone now. Sasuke was using chakra pills while he was waiting. Sasuke had put on another chakra pill. He can't lose. He can't lose now while Hinata's waiting for him. And Sasuke had beat Neji. This is not good for Neji. Well, Neji was trapped in the jutsu and couldn't stop it. Neji was taken out by the jutsu that tripped him and electrified him. And Kurituchi tried to dodge but was cornered in a wall and was hit multiple times with their jutsu and all the clones. And Hinata and Sasuke move on to the next round. Hinata just stood there. Hinata and Sasuke move on to the next round. Sasuke carried Hinata into the medical room so they can wait. So now we got Tamari and Yugito. Yes, Tamari and Yugito versus Filler. So for this, right, it's gonna be, well, no one can outsmart her because it's not Shikamaru. But yeah, so for the filler, we're just gonna go on some random village that aren't even that strong. They're just okay strength. But yeah, oh fuck, no, you know what? Yeah, let's make it Konkoro. And I really forgot about Konkoro. Konkoro and also a Hidden Sand Shinobi. So Tamari used her fan to push the Hidden Sand Ninja into a fray, while Yugito was destroying Konkoro's puppets he had made. This is getting to be annoying to me, said Konkoro, who kept getting put up by Tamari's Winjutsu, well, the Sand Shinobi was. And Yugito was using her cat-like abilities to pounce through Konkoro's puppets, hitting them like non-stop. Konkoro appeared behind Tamari with his puppet that had poison, but Yugito destroyed it with one slash. That was my strongest puppet, said Konkoro. Oh well, said Yugito. Yugito was enjoying her beatdown on Konkoro's puppets. But then she hit Konkoro, but it was a puppet exploding on Yugito. Yugito just used herself using Matabi's chakra and healing factor. You really think that's all it takes to defeat me? Said Yugito. Konkoro was looking shocked. He didn't know what was going on with the Hidden Sand Ninja versus Tamari, but he doesn't think it's going well if he's losing to Yugito this quickly. Konkoro, as he was hit in the face with one of Yugito's foots, noticed that Tamari had used her fan to hit the Sand Shinobi into a wall. Konkoro didn't look happy. He was about to lose. If his sister came into the mix, he's also down for a beatdown already. Dang it, said Konkoro. He saw Tamari appear behind him and attacked him in the back with his fan and then hit him up. No, said Konkoro, as he was hit into a wall, knocking him out. You think that's all that can take me down, said Konkoro. But as he said that, he was hit in the back of the head by Yugito's claw, which sent a chill down Konkoro's neck. Hayato declared Yugito and Tamari a winner. Yugito and Tamari up in the stands, please, said them. So she's next. Alright. So we still need Gara and Ino and Rock Lee and Tenten versus Ri and Miko. So Rock Lee appeared next to Guy. Ah, you're back, said Hayate as Guy and my Guy landed right next to Hayate. Are we late? Asked Rock Lee. Yeah, well, your fight's going to begin now, said Hayate. So, Tenten and Miko and Z, please come down to the stands for your tuning exam. My Guy gave gave Rock Lee a thumbs up and walked up to the stadium. Asuma looked at my Guy and turned him. Where's Kakashi? I don't want Shikamaru here losing because Naruto's lateness, said Asuma. Shikamaru just noted. If he doesn't come, that's okay with me. I don't want to waste that time. That could be a drag, said Shikamaru. Just be grateful, young one, said Asuma. Shikamaru just nodded. Yeah, I know what I've got to do. I'm going to have to fight, said Shikamaru. Yes, you are. You're going to have to fight like no tomorrow. Rock Lee knew how long Naruto was going to be. He was going to be at least another 15 minutes, so he had to keep the fight that long. Tenten, whatever we do, we have to fight hard. Well, not too hard, but hard enough. So the fight went on for 15 odd minutes, and now Rock Lee was trying. He was attacking Miko and and Z using taijutsu only, and also Tenten was throwing around weapons using ninja wires. This is not good, said Tenten. She looked to herself saying this is not good. But it actually was good because Rock Lee took off his weights, and as he knew that they were about to prepare, he took his weights off and started to unlock the gates to the sixth gate. He was going as hard as he possibly could. He was attacking with speed that no one there could see, well, any of the Genin, including Miko and Z. The Rikage was looking in the stands. Wow, he's got some strength on him, knowing the gates at that age. Said, yeah, well, he is my guy's student, so I don't know what else to expect from him, really. If my guy thinks it's appropriate to his training. So, whatever you do, don't doubt Rock Lee, said Hiruzen. We won't, is all that A said. And as soon as they said this, they turned to see Rock Lee get kicked Z and Miko in the head. Miko activated her Sharingan with the 3 Tomoes. Oh yeah, Miko's but she was not quick enough, as Tenten used ninja wire that she had got Rock Lee to wrap around Miko and Z's legs, and as soon as she pulled up the wire, Rock Lee had hit them, knocking them out, and they dropped to the floor, hitting the head, knocking themselves out. Rock Lee just stood there cheering. I did it, Guy Sensei! I did it, Guy Sensei! Said, Rock Lee. You did, my boy, shouted, my guy. Hayase just stood there. Yes, he survived. I declare Rock Lee and Tenten the winners of this match. And Rock Lee passed out. Tsunade was there. She took, what's his name? Rock Lee into medical treatment, to have his body, well, some medical ninjutsu used on him, and gave him some chakra pills so he's not as shit. Well, has a lot more chakra. Hayate just stood there. Since Naruto Uzumaki is not here, we'll give him another 10 minutes, and if he's not here, he forfeits the match, said Hayate. It is 9 minutes later, and Naruto appears. Shikamaru was asleep. Shikamaru, wake up, said Naruto, who threw a shuriken at him from on the ground. Ah, dang it, I wanted some sleep in, said Shikamaru. You get to sleep all the time, you lazy ass, said, Ino. Gaara and Ino arrived next to Naruto. Yeah, that's right, Gaara's a good Jinchuriki with Shikaku now. So, that is where we're going to go. Naruto appeared. He turned to Gaara and looked at him. Just taijutsu and weapons. No tailed beast. Or we consider it training. That's our restraints on this fight, said Naruto. Okay, said Gaara. Gaara held a sand wall barrier around Ino so that Shikamaru couldn't get her. Shikamaru was using his explosive tags around the barrier, and he had multiple of them because Naruto gave him some as the match started. So the barrier kept getting attacked by sealing jutsu, explosive tags from Naruto. Come on, Naruto, beat him already. Naruto enhanced his blades with chakra, attacking Gaara. I'm going to beat you, said Naruto. Gaara would not have this. I need to win. I need to show everyone that I am good. Mother needs help. What are you going on about Mother again? Said Naruto. Naruto just looked shocked. But then he realized that there was something on Gaara. It was a curse mark. He was attacked by Orochimaru during the trip. Naruto looked over to where Hiruzen was. He turned to Gaara and grabbed his fist. He looked at Raza, and then he looked at Hiruzen. He pointed to Raza while Shikamaru didn't know what he was doing. He looked at Hayate and threw a kunai enhanced with wind chakra straight at the Kazekage and turned to him. Orochimaru, I know you put the curse seal on Gaara. I will kill you for that, said Naruto. Everyone didn't know what was going on as Gaara attacked Naruto. Naruto used a bit of Kuruma's chakra and hit Gaara in the back of the neck, knocking him out. This dropped Ino's Sandguard, and she was Shadow Possession Jutsu was used on her, cancelling out the match, well, stopping her. So now, that's it, eh? No, so Gaara and Ino. Yep. So, oh, wow. So, who is it now? So, okay, since now, I put too many in. I'm a dumbass. This should have been 4 teams. I had 4 matches. Yeah, Naruto, yeah. So, Naruto and Shikamaru versus Lee and Tenten, and Sasuke and Hinata versus Tamari and Miko. No, and Yugito. So, the first, Hayate declares Naruto and Shikamaru the winner. Gaara and Ino were carried up through the medical bay while they were getting their wounds treated. Naruto looked at Jiraiya, who knew what he was saying, and they went. Kakashi and Jiraiya went into the medical room to get the seal off Gaara. So we have Sasuke and Hinata versus Yugito and Tamari is the next fight. Can Sasuke and Hinata please come down along with Yugito and Tamari? Asked Hayate. So you know that's the fight. So we start off with Sasuke and activating his 3 Tomoe Sharingan because he's fighting a Jinchuriki. Hinata got in her stance and looked to Sasuke. Which one do I take? The cat-like person or the wind user? Asked Sasuke. I'll take wind user. You try and disable the Jinchuriki beast chakra points. Asked Sasuke. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful match, said Yugito. She wants to fight a Hyuga and see who can win. So, as you can see, I'm setting up Hinata to disable her chakra points and then be reopened by the Matami. So, that's what we're up to. Sasuke used the flame fireball jutsu at Tamari, who used it to made a wind tornado that Sasuke used his flame jutsu, which made the flame bigger, and since it's a tornado, it was spinning around in fire. Sasuke appeared behind Tamari and kicked her into it. It lasted for a good minute. Hinata was using every single palm jutsu, any jutsu to disconnect Yugito's chakra points, knocking her out. Or trying to disable them. After 10 minutes of Sasuke using fire jutsus to counteract Tamari's wind jutsus, and not counteract them, but enhance his fire jutsus, and Hinata disabling Yugito's chakra points, Hinata jumped behind Sasuke and hit Tamari in their head with a full palm thrust, hitting her. This is going to be a tight match, said Tamari, who was almost flown to the ground but wasn't. And Sasuke kicked Yugito in the face, but lost his balance against Yugito. Tamari attacked Sasuke, said Hinata. Sasuke appeared in front of Hinata and used a fireball jutsu to hit the little wind wave that Tamari had sent at Hinata, and then using the jutsu he sent it back at her. covering Tamari in in the flames, and Hinata hit a full palm thrust into Yugito, knocking her out of all her chakra. Now, in Yugito's mind, the Mitabi was talking to her. Come on now, use my chakra and win this fight. So, Yugito enhanced herself using the Mitabi's chakra, and as soon as she got up, she was hit in the head by a flame chidori from Sasuke and a palm thrust by Hinata, making them lose straight away. No, how did we lose? A was actually terrified of the Leafs getting, because one can go in so much gate, and two of them, Uchiha and Hyuga, took out his Jinchuriki before she can go full Jinchuriki mode though. But I just nodded at this. Hayate just looked at Hinata and Sasuke. Hinata and Sasuke win the fight. Yugito and Tamari have lost. So, we're gonna skip about 20 minutes. So now it is Naruto and Shikamaru versus Shikamaru and Naruto versus everyone's favourite Rock Lee and Tenten. We can do this, Tenten, said Rock Lee, who is using chakra pills for this fight, because the last round will be tomorrow. What a drag, said Shikamaru as him and Naruto crawled down. It's okay, Shikamaru. We will win this, and then we have a day's break before tomorrow, said Naruto. Naruto, use as much gates as you possibly can, chuckled Rock Lee. You don't want to do that, said Naruto. I will. So Naruto and Rock Lee dash off into the corner, a corner facing each other, away from each other. They arrived 5 minutes later, where Shikamaru was holding Tenten in a shadow possession jutsu. Naruto, she didn't, Shikamaru kept kneeing himself in their knees and got himself kneeling on the ground and started headbutting himself. But because Tenten's a little bit taller than him, she actually hit the ground, knocking herself unconscious. Shikamaru was working his wits around this. What a drag, said Shikamaru as he was almost out of chakra. He's had his big rest, so he didn't use as much chakra. But this is such a drag. Shikamaru went to go sit over in the corner. Naruto, you got this? Asked Shikamaru. Naruto just looked at him. Do you actually have to ask me, Shikamaru? Asked Naruto. No, I don't. I know you've got this, is all that Shikamaru said. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. So now, Guy looked at Naruto and Rock Lee. Who said you could use the 5 gates? Asked Might Guy. Naruto just chuckled at himself. We did, of course, because it is a fight and test of our actual strength, said Naruto. So, as you can see, Naruto and Rock Lee are using the 5 gates fighting. So, Naruto was using his swords, using slashes and cutting through the air, sending air slashes in a way at Rock Lee, who just kept dodging them. It went on for a whole taijutsu battle for about an hour and a half. Everyone in the stands couldn't believe this. But then, Rock Lee dropped his weights, making himself faster. Naruto appeared behind Rock Lee and dropped his weights as well. I guess we have to go faster. It went like this for another 5 minutes till Naruto kicked Rock Lee in the face, knocking Rock Lee out. Good try, Rock Lee, said Naruto, who picked Rock Lee up. Shikamaru had actually fallen asleep while he was waiting because he was bored. Now we get on to the next fight, which is Naruto and Hinata versus Sasuke and... Well, Naruto and Shikamaru versus Hinata and Sasuke. But that will be not in the next part. Hiruzen stood up. The finals will be tomorrow, the very last fight. So that is what's happening in the next fight. So we skip a whole day. Naruto and Shikamaru are actually the first ones there before anyone gets there, waiting in the field waiting. They were both meditating and basically asleep. But now we have Naruto and Shikamaru versus Naruto and Hinata. But no one is there yet. Naruto, how long do you think we have to wait for everyone to get here? I might fall asleep, said Shikamaru. Shikamaru fell asleep while Naruto was training with his shadow clones, or had his shadow clones training. If he needed to, he would use Kuruma for chakra if he ever runs out versus Sasuke and Hinata. But knowing this fight, they won't win easily because Hinata being able to disable chakra points and also Sasuke with his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. This is going to be a fight that will make the Chunin exams memorable for a while. Well, mainly all the fights, but this one even more because there's a Uchiha and a Hyuga fighting together. So everyone starts eventually pouring in with Hayate just standing there. I guess one team's already here. So the next team is Sasuke and Hinata. Please come down to the fighting arena for the finals, said Hayate. Yes, we can do that, said Hinata and Sasuke, who were standing waiting for the fight. Sasuke, you ready? Said Naruto. What do you mean? Asked Sasuke. Naruto just chuckled. You know your flame Chidori? Asked Naruto. Oh, yes, said Sasuke. Naruto, it isn't stable, but he used the Chidori. I kinda asked Kakashi to teach it to me. Now, also with the running, he also uses the Rasengan compression, Rasengan, like Boruto I think it is, where he makes it go invisible and hits him. So yeah, Naruto also perfected that. He's also working on adding other jutsu elements to it. So we will get the Wind Rasen Shuriken as well, but that will be at a later date. Naruto just had Shikamaru hold Sasuke and Hinata in the Shadow Possession Jutsu, but before they can, Sasuke threw a kunai at Shikamaru, making Shikamaru dodge. Hinata charged at Naruto to disable all of his chakra points, but it didn't work. You won't get me that easily, said Naruto, who dodged over Hinata. But as Naruto did, he felt something terrible. He was actually almost knocked out by Hinata. Naruto just dodged, and as he dodged, he cut Hinata's cheek as he dodged, trying to not get killed by Hinata. You're actually high annoying component. Shikamaru just had dodged out of a kick from Naruto, who had sent Sasuke into where he was, but he had missed, which was lucky for Shikamaru. As Sasuke landed behind Shikamaru, Shikamaru held him in the Shadow Possession Jutsu to hold him off. You won't be able to beat me that easily, said Sasuke. As soon as Sasuke said this, Hinata was kicked on top. Naruto didn't want to waste time, so as he let Hinata hit him, knocking out all of his chakra points. Kuruma, please, let me use your power, said Naruto. Naruto trapped himself in using Kuruma's chakra. Now Naruto has one cloak over him, and it was slowly rising to a second. He's not using hate, but he is gaining chakra. Shikamaru just looked at Naruto and nodded. Shikamaru jumped to the side, while Naruto took hits from both Hinata and Sasuke. Naruto also was mixing in the gates with Kuruma. He was using the second gate. he knows it's putting a lot of strain on his body, but he is getting healed by Kuruma's chakra, which is lucky for Naruto. I'm loving this, said Kuruma. Why? Because we're whooping a Uchiha's ass. And Hyuga, thought Naruto? Yes, exactly, said Kuruma. Naruto and Kuruma just started fighting. It was actually powerful. Naruto kicked Hinata into Sasuke, who tried to catch her, and they both went into a wall. Kuruma was chuckling. Instead of having Naruto's normal face, it was a bit darker with Kuruma. Shikamaru held both of Sasuke and Hinata along the wall that he had peered from. I guess we might win this now, said Shikamaru. Shikamaru held them there as Naruto appeared and used the Rasengan, let's say the Chidori. He used the Chidori, and with both having a clone next to him as well, both of them hitting Sasuke and Hinata, not to kill them, but to knock them out. And that is what happened. Naruto used the Chidori to knock out Sasuke, winning the Chunin exams. And that's the end of the stage. And, as soon as this happens, wings, leaves, feathers start falling on the ground. Kuruma turns to Naruto. It's a genjutsu. Someone's attacking. Attack Orochimaru now, said Kuruma. So Naruto jumped up as the feathers were falling down and landed in the Kage box with a kunai to Raiz's throat, who stopped out of his Kage robes and appeared to be Orochimaru. Tricky brat, I'll kill you now, said Orochimaru. But that is for part 27, so hopefully you liked the part. I know I'm not the best audiophiles, but, I'm trying. But here's this part, and I'll see, because I literally just finished this straight after starting the next part from part 25, so I'm going to see if it's out or not yet. But peace.